Hey YouTube, um, I don't really get political on my channel, but I've just been so disgusted over the past day since I watched this podcast you might have heard of. It's trending right now on YouTube, the Joe Rogan podcast with the former president Donald Trump. And honestly, I felt like I had to speak about it because I've never been so disgusted watching something in my life, honestly. You could almost see Trump thinking like, holy shit, is this actually happening right now? Like, he was so fucking unpressed in that sit down with Joe Rogan that he honestly couldn't believe he was experiencing it. So the whole thing went on for 3 hours. But holy shit, I don't know why I thought Joe Rogan was the last bastion of objectivity, or he could look at something in a way that could be okay, it's either this or that, and this is what the normal person thinks. But he was completely kiss ass in that whole episode with Trump. He didn't press the former president on anything, really. For example, January 6th. I don't think people understand how fucking serious January 6th was. That was the first time in hundreds of years the U.S. was almost completely subdued. And it didn't happen under Obama. It didn't happen under freaking Bush. It didn't happen under Clinton. It didn't happen in the past 100 year before that. But under Trump, he put our democracy under risk. It's just honestly one of the most disgusting interviews I've ever seen in my life. Okay, you could be buddy with him. You could talk UFC, but and I think that could have been a strategy to get him comfortable talking about oh, this fighter, that fighter. I'm a UFC fan. I watch UFC too, but and Trump is even charming. He's even somebody down to earth to actually talk to. I think some people don't think that, but I think he talks is somebody you could actually talk to. And it's not I'm a complete Trump nutcase who hates him completely, but I think you should have pressed him on some things when you have the opportunity to speak to a former president, the person running to be the next president, in that format. So I'm waiting to see how he does. If Kamala Harris goes on his podcast, which I hope she does, I just want to see the contrast between those two, because in my opinion, I don't think Trump has any real fucking plans to help the average person. He's literally running to keep himself in there so he can not be in jail, and he just wants to be in power. And I think he's actually a threat to future elections. I predicted he wouldn't want to leave before 2020. The whole January 6th thing happened, and I predict that he's gonna do this same thing, and he's gonna just try to change the Constitution so he's there for until he basically dies. So I'm looking to see what the podcast with Kamala Harris and him is gonna look like.